Big tech more intent than ever on tackling live sports. The latest has Google on the goal line of a $2.5 billion per year deal for the NFL Sunday ticket package. Santosh Rao, Manhattan Venture Partners head of research, joining us now. So Santosh, we were waiting for this. It's of course still according to reports, but Google shares moving on this news today, up nearly 1%. I guess just first, your reaction to this deal and what it means for Alphabet.
Sure. Thank you for having me back. Great to be here. I think this is a great deal. It's a win-win for both. NFL, they get a wider audience. They wanted someone between 2 and 3 billion who can pay 2 and 3 billion. DirecTV did not want to go there. They were paying 1.5. So they get that. This 2.5 billion hasn't been finalized, but I think it looks like that's the number. And that's great. And Google gets to widen its funnel, gets more people in, there's more sticky, and sports is the stickiest content on TV. So I think this is great, and it's great for streaming services. So everything's moving there, and I think NFL commissioner said that he wants to go more and more towards streaming, and this was the inevitable next step. So good. It's a win-win proposition, both sides, and a good deal.
Santosh, what does it mean for linear television?
Well, linear television is on a secular decline. We know they're losing. There's a lot of cord cutting going on. If you looked at the 2Q data, everyone was losing subscribers. So I think that's on a secular decline, and we know that. It's been well telegraphed, and everybody knows that. So it's slightly bad. I think sports is the only thing holding them up at this point, if you ask me. It's sticky, and so they need to spend money there to keep their users. But it's definitely not the best thing. I mean, they're not going away. They're going to be around for a long time. Streaming is just getting started. Still a long way to go. It's the next step down the line. But at this point, streaming is going up and linear is coming down, and that's a fact.
So, Santosh, what do you think this will do for subscriber growth? I guess to what extent do you really see this moving the needle? The latest numbers that we've gotten from YouTube TV showing that they have about 5 million total subscribers. How many more do you think that this deal could potentially bring to the service?
I think quite a bit. I mean, like I said, sports is a very sticky content. It pulls people in. You can really lock people in, increase loyalty, and then you can cross-sell them. So I think there's a lot of stuff going on between the premium service and the YouTube regular service and the YouTube TV. I think you have a lot of offerings right there. So it's going to increase subscribers, that's for sure. Let's see how much. But definitely it's net positive, I would say. It's not going to hurt. Let me put it that way. It's going to grow.
Shares barely moved on this news. Does it mean anything in terms of the investor story?
Not really. I mean, it's a small blip there, but it's more another tool in there to bring people in. So I think that it doesn't hurt. It's not a great needle mover in that sense. But it's going to keep YouTube in the news. It's going to be the talk of the town if there's a big game going on. So it's going to pull people in, that's for sure. And that's what you need. TV is all about stickiness. You're seeing that with Netflix and all the streaming services, streaming wars going on. It's all come down to content and stickiness. You can spend as much money as you want, but if you don't have hit shows and no sticky content, no one's going to stay around. So that's going to be the name of the game, and nothing like sports to do it for you.
Indeed, no question. Santosh, an interesting article in the New York Times today about ChatGPT, which is all about AI, and I believe firmly changing the world in all aspects in which we know it. Says that is a code red for Google's search business. How could ChatGPT impact Google's search?
Well, I think the alarm, the alert, or whatever, the red, whatever you call it, I think it's slightly exaggerated. This technology has been there around for a long time, and Google's been using chatbots for a long time. In fact, the underlying technology of ChatGPT comes from Google themselves. So it's nothing new. But what we saw, the excitement came when they launched this last week, the ChatGPT, and there were 1 million users right away. And it's definitely good, but it's very early, still in beta, not ready for prime time, so to speak. Has ways to go. There are issues about accuracy, toxic content and reputational risk out there because the content may not be correct. So all those things need to be sorted out. There are copyright issues that need to be worked out. But the thought of it's the ultimate promise of AI, artificial intelligence, to simulate the human brain, to act just like that. To get there, I think it's going to take some time, but ChatGPT is definitely a step in the right direction. Let's see how long. It's going to still early, like I said. But it's good. It's a good service. We've tried it, and it gives you a lot of content. But still, like I said, it's not as alarming as people think. And Google is going to spend a lot of money. They've been doing AI for a long time. In fact, their budgets are way ahead of everyone else. So they're going to do everything they can to protect their crown jewel, which is their search business. So they'll do everything. This is definitely a step forward.
Tell you what, all the kids have it right in their next research paper, at least next year. Santosh Rao, good to see you. Thank you.